What's up everyone, Terraquake here, and welcome on back to our Pokemon Ultra Sun walkthrough. In the last part, we dealt with all of the trainers at, well, the trainer school, including the teacher who actually provided a pretty tough challenge. And before this episode, I went ahead and just got grubbing up to level 11. That means I went ahead and turned the EXP share off for the moment. It learned a bite. Other than that, that was really the only thing that went down. But yeah, it's because we have a somewhat tough battle at the end of this episode that will be taking place. So yeah, kind of similar to how the teacher was. I just wanted to make sure that we were prepared. But here we go, we get the grand entrance into Hau'Oli City. Now, if I had to put my money on it, I'm saying that name wrong. But yeah, Hau'Oli City, I think, is one of, if not the biggest city in the entire Alola region. So yeah, literally right off the bat, you are exploring a super big city. There's a ton of things to do here, and as I said, there's going to be some battling going on at the end. But yeah, we're going to be spending the entire episode here. Now, obviously, you can skip out on, you don't have to go inside every building, grab every item in here, but you do need to make your way to the marina, which is kind of in the far west side, or like, I don't know, southwest side of the city. So you do need to go there, but other than that, you could get you could get a move on it pretty quickly. Alright, so there's a beach right off the bat, which we are going to check out and go ahead and pick up the Pokeball that is chilling over here. And I know there's someone that gives us a potion. I don't know if it's you. No, she's just telling you how to greet people here in the Alola region. But yeah, someone gives us a potion here. There are some hidden items as well. There's a little Payuku Muku on the ground. So yeah, that is a plain water type. Doesn't evolve or anything. But yeah, there's some hidden pearls and those sorts of things, but I'm not gonna bore you with literally trying to find every single one of them. We got people sunbathing that I'm gonna bother, because I'm really just looking for the one person that gives us the potion. I think there's someone here, but I was not able to find them, unless I am completely missing something. Unless we literally already got the potion and I just didn't see it. I have no idea. Alright, well, this is already off to a great start. So yeah, you're gonna move on a little bit, and Hal is gonna be up here pretty soon. You can see on your bottom map that the flag is right up ahead, and he's gonna drag you into this little tourist bureau place that I think is right here. There's a couple of things going down here. I'm sure you can get some, random information if you want. But there is the Pokemon lottery in here, the little lottery ID place. So I know some people are gonna like that, but yeah, the other thing that happens is they're kind of gonna give you a Pokefinder for your little Rotom Pokedex, and this is gonna allow you to whip it out and take pictures out in the wild, which is pretty cool. We'll actually test it out here in a second, I'm pretty sure. So yeah, that's pretty neat. But yeah, the other lady is going to be the little Loto ticket person. So, this just depends on if your ticket matches the numbers in your trainer ID. And, oh my goodness, oh yeah, I think it has to do with your team members. Okay, my Poplio matches my Loto ticket number. It's only one digit, so I get a Moo Moo Milk, but okay, that's cool. That's better than nothing. Usually you don't get that too often. Of course, if you somehow manage to match all 5, you can get a Master Ball. The only other person to take note of in here is, I think, this guy. Yeah, you can say, hey, I'm listening to what you gotta say, and if you have registered 10 different species of Pokemon in your Pokedex, I think he gives you 10 Ultra Balls. So that can be pretty nice, especially since, you can't even buy Ultra Balls yet. But I do not have 10, unfortunately. Here is Lily once again. Yeah. We got our Rotom Dex upgraded. And I guess we all take a picture right here. That was like blinding, man. Not gonna lie. Golly. So yeah, you gotta go up to little spots like you'll see here in a second. And I think it's the R button that you use to take pictures. So it's just kind of a neat little feature. Yeah, I think this guy's kind of gonna hint at it over here. There's like a little crack in the wall that you can... just looks like the perfect spot to take a picture. I want to say it's going to be a Pikachu over here. Even though I don't even know if you can find Pikachu in the city. I could be totally off. Oh wait, yeah, you got to hit the R button from the front. Here we go. I was trying to spam the A button there. Yeah, it is Pikachu. So yeah, you use the circle pad to move around, and then once you're ready to take a picture, you can hit R. Now, how do you zoom in? Okay, well, I guess you can hit A too, because that's what I did. Is there not a zoom in button? Alright, whatever, I'm just taking all my pictures. Wow, look at the Pikachu. These are horrible. But yeah, now you can, like, post them online somewhere, and you're gonna get, like, feedback. Like, you'll choose one picture. These are all horrible. Oh my gosh. Yeah, ideally, you'd want to figure out how to zoom in. I just never did. So yeah, hey, look, I'm still getting some positive comments. So you can keep track of, like, your thumbs up and, like, your record of thumbs up they've gone on a, whatchamacallit, you know, one single picture. Yeah, that's just kind of a neat little feature. Nothing required. Nothing, like, crazy is going to come out of doing that or anything. There are some wild Pokemon, some new Pokemon you can find in the city, though. You'll see some grass as you're going throughout the place. I think the only new ones are going to be Abra, Wingull, Mime Jr., and a Furfrou. So a couple interesting options there. Nothing brand new to what's it called? To Alola, though. So, my Rotom's asking me a question, but I think I'm just going to leave him hanging. This thing's going to hate me by the end of the series. Alright, here's a Lily again. And she's going to give us a lens case. She's kind of by this little outfit store. I think this is where you can really start customizing your clothes and whatnot. I didn't really worry about this in X and Y. Probably won't worry about it too much in here. Now, I'll go back to it in a second, but you might have seen a little gold thing kind of on a wall shimmering there on the left side of the screen. And actually, there's another one right here, and I'll go ahead and pick it up. This is a totem sticker, and I actually can't pick it up just yet. But yeah, totem stickers, they are exclusive to Ultra Sun and Moon. This person will give you a Silk Scarf, by the way, boosts the power of normal type moves. So make sure to talk to her. But yeah, they kind of remind me of how the Zygarde cells were in Pokemon Sun and Moon. Like, there's another one right there. There's a bunch around this city. And basically what they're going to do is there's over 100 throughout the game. And, you know, you'll kind of get to certain benchmarks. Like, you can collect 20 of them, and you'll get a call from, you know, some major character, and they will be able to give you a totem Pokemon. Like, literally, the Pokemon will be gigantic, like the size of an actual totem Pokemon, which, if you don't know, those are what you'll be facing in the island trials. So that's pretty cool. However, I'm not going to bother with that because, again, it's nothing required, and it's not, like, too crazy. But if you want to, you know, flex on people and have some totem Pokemon, at least in your PC or on your team, then make sure you're picking up these little gold stickers throughout the game. I am not going to bother too much with them right now. All right, I think we're gonna head through this gate here, and we might be able to get an item. Oh no, I think it's over there at that tree. I think I went through the wrong one. No, wait, it's right here. Okay, perfect. I just saw the little A button pop up. I couldn't even see the actual Pokeball itself. But yeah, this is the wild grass that I was talking about earlier. Alright, so up here is the Pokemon Center. Now, here is Elima again. Remember, we saw him at the end of the last episode. And I think he's going to be the one talking to you about the stickers. And this is what's going to allow you to begin collecting them. I want to say there's like 5 or 6 in this city alone. That just goes to show how many there are. So yeah, again, in this walkthrough, I'm not too concerned with like collecting totem Pokemon. So I'm not going to collect every one of them. There's probably guides out there on YouTube already anyways, considering these games came out like 8 years ago or whatever it was. Yeah, there's probably guides already showing you where each one is anyways. Okay, so, over here you're going to see there's 2 clerks now at the Pokemon, or the Pokemart. One of them is going to be selling X items, which is pretty cool. And if you talk to this guy, he will give you a free heal ball. So, a lot of just free things we're getting around here. Now, back inside the Pokemon Center, the lady on the left side, if you show her that you've caught an Abra, she will give you 10,000 Pokédollars, and you're gonna see that happen a lot in this game, where like if you have a certain Pokemon registered in your Pokédex, then someone will give you money. So yeah, money can be pretty easy to come by. I'm not gonna go out of my way to do that though. Now, off to the right is Route 2, but you can't go there yet because Kahuna Hala is here with his Tauros again, blocking the way. I think the move deleter's also in the Pokemon Center as well. So, yeah, the Pokemon Center definitely gets a little step up from the first one that we saw. All right, through this grass, I do believe is going to be a revive. And I probably should be spraying repels, but I'm kind of just trudging through the grass, hoping for the best. I'd say we're about at the halfway point of the city. But in this second part, I don't think there's as much going on. So, yeah, again, I told y'all, Hau'Oli City is pretty darn big. By the way, this video is going up on Monday, just 3 days away from Pokemon Legends ZA coming out, which is crazy. Yeah, it is, you know, it's highly anticipated, I feel like, with, well, maybe not for everyone, but a lot of people looking forward to Mega Evolution, coming back. Over here, we got some type of, like, I think mansion over here, almost. There's a totem sticker in the middle of the pool, but for now, you can pick up an ether. This is actually Alima's house, I'm pretty sure. So, we'll actually head inside. I think there's 1 or 2 things we can get, but yeah, there was another totem sticker right by the steps, if you didn't see that. But yeah, if you're wondering, I will be streaming Pokemon Legends ZA over on my main channel the day it comes out. So this Thursday, if you want to see me play some Pokemon Legends ZA, and probably on Friday as well, then make sure to check out the main channel. I'll probably mention it in Wednesday's Pokemon Glazed episode too. Okay, you saw Alima's, I think that was his mom, gave us a Lumiose Galette. Kind of works like a full heal. And we will continue on along. Now we're kind of going to be working back down south/east. And we'll run into the City Hall, which I think is right here. And we can get a revive. Another totem sticker on the wall out there. I mean, Hau'Oli City's got a bunch. Alright, is it you? Yes, it is. We get a free revive. Perfect. Alright, so that's cool, but here's where some action's about to take place. So there's a Malasada shop up here. I don't even know if I'm saying that right, if I'm gonna be honest. But I want to say it's like a type of ice cream, I think. I only say that because Slurpuff is like the mascot. However, we are going to get confronted by Team Skull here in a second. Team Skull, this is your first introduction to them. If you played Sun and Moon, you already know who they are, but yeah, they are the, you know, quote-unquote evil team in this game. And we will be seeing them plenty of times, just like you do with Team Rocket, Team Plasma, Galactic, Magma, Aqua, all the different guys. So let's go ahead and challenge them to a fight. They're all big into like dancing and stuff too. They're just going to be like flailing their arms around and whatnot. You only have to take on one of these guys though. He's just going to have a Zubat. So nothing too difficult right at the moment. But yeah, you know, Team Skull's kind of the evil team in this game, but there's also another group of evil people, which, you know, not gonna drop any spoilers just yet. So, wow, you do have Absorb. Luckily, it's a Zubat, so that's not gonna do a lot. But yeah, there's gonna be a battle pretty shortly after this, and that's the one that I was talking about that can be a little tough, and it's because it's kind of similar to what we did in the trainer school. Anyways, it's Wednesday as I'm recording this, and man, I got one thing that I got to do in one of my classes tomorrow. You know, tomorrow morning in one of my classes, I got to do something that I'm just not really looking forward to. But after that, I don't have one of my classes later in the day, just because I don't have to go because I already did stuff for it last week. So I'm gonna be like golden. I'm gonna be good for the weekend. I just got to get through the class tomorrow, even though I'm not really looking forward to it. But after that, I'm gonna be chilling, so it's gonna be nice. It is gonna be nice. Alright, so here is Alima once again, and this is who, you know, you should watch out for, because he's gonna heal your mons, and then challenge us to a fight. Because Alima wants to make sure we're ready for the trial, even though the trial's not till, like, past Route 2. So, like, chill out, okay? We still got some time. But Alima likes using normal types, and no matter what, he will begin with a Yungoos. The Yungoos knows Tackle, Pursuit, and Leer. But it's gonna be the second mon that is a little more tricky. So I'm just starting with Popplio. We got Water Gun. This thing does outspeed us, which kind of sucks. It is level 10, so and then his other mon's gonna be level 11. That's why I got rubbing up a few levels just for this. Now I do have some potions, so I think I'll be all right. We just gotta slowly but surely whittle down Yungoos here. And how much damage is Tackle doing? I think like 9 HP every time. As long as he doesn't crit, then we'll heal up and get the job done against the Yungoos. Yeah, remember, this is just a plain normal type, the rodent of this game. But here comes a Smeargle. Now, typically Smeargle, you know, wouldn't, you know, wouldn't be the most scariest thing to hear, right? However, this Smeargle is going to differ based on your starter. So for me, it's going to know Leafage along with Tackle. Leafage is, you know, the move that the Rowlet was using in the last episode. So, but if you chose Litten, it'll have Water Gun. If you chose Rowlet, it will have Ember. So it's going to be super effective on your starter. Once again, pretty important to have at least one other Mon on your team. Now, fortunately, it doesn't have anything super effective on Grubhub, but we're still going to be taking some hits. I don't even outspeed, so I can't get the chance to, like, get a flinch or anything like that. Looks like he is doing... Ooh, see, that one did 12 right there. Yeah, we're getting some interesting damage rolls. Alright, well, time to potion up. We got a Moo Milk, by the way, from the lottery play, so I always have that, but I'll probably want to save that considering it does 100 HP. So yeah, I'm just going to be using potions. I'm probably going to have to use another one. That does, yeah, that did 12 right there. So another bite. I can't remember if he has a potion. I'm really hoping he doesn't. But technically, this is an island or a trial captain after all. So I wouldn't be too surprised. Let's see. Come on, don't, okay. I couldn't even get through what I was trying to say. I guess that doesn't fully heal him, though. It's the only, like, you know, silver lining there. But yeah, this will be the only other battle we're doing today. We've still got a good bit of more items to pick up after this. Okay, that did a 12. Ooh, we're right at 13. I mean, do we think... Nah, this is going to do 12 HP. It's not doing 13, trust. Ooh, yup. All calculated. And we still don't kill it. Golly, bro. So, back to using potions. I'm really tempted to just pop that Moo Milk since potions aren't healing me up fully. But I don't even think you can get super potions yet. Okay, so this tackle is going to bring us down to 11. I got to go again, though. Come on, I want Grubhub to get the kill here. By the way, I did check before starting this recording, and man, Grubhub doesn't evolve to level 20. I thought it was like 15 or something, so a little later than I thought, but hey, I'm all about the grind, man, so that's only 9 more levels. That's not that bad. All right, but finally, Smeargle is going to go down, so that's good. Kind of shows Alima that, yeah, we're ready for that first trial, okay? Don't underestimate us. Again, we do still have like a whole nother route to go through before then, so if you did struggle here, don't worry. You got more chances to train up, catch some mons, and all that good stuff. But yeah, he talks about Verdant Cavern. That is the location of the first trial. Okay, so you can buy big Malasadas and stuff like that for or from this shop. You can only buy big ones once per day. Other than that, there's sweet Malasadas, which you can get. That'll raise a Pokemon's affection. Another totem sticker by the wall right there. And over here is the Photo Club, which is not open yet. However, we do want to go into this little grassy section because there's a TM we can get, and it's not a bad TM if I'm going to be honest. Now, I do believe TMs are still the yellow Pokeballs. I kind of hope they are, because why would they go away from that? That would be kind of pointless. I think TMs being a different color, yeah, they are. I think that's a really good concept. But it's the TM for Echoed Voice. Special attacking normal type move, but if you use it consecutively, it'll gain power. So, yeah, it can be pretty good after a few turns. Especially since a lot of these, you know, you might have a Mon right now that is a normal type. It'll be part Stab. Okay, so there's a police station. Don't really need to do anything there. Let's head down into the marina. And I think we can go down some steps over, or not some steps, just a little ramp here. This will take us to a Super Potion and another totem sticker, of course. They are everywhere. I mean, there's probably like over 10 in here alone. And the first totem Pokemon you can get is at 20, so you'll already be like about halfway there. Alright, so then there's a big ferry. You'll actually come back here later on once you get done with the first island. This is how you go to the next island. But this lady will give you an X defense, and funnily enough, the person she's talking to will give you an X attack. And yeah, I do believe that is about it. We'll head back up to the Pokemon Center, because once you take care of the battle with Alima, the entrance to Route 2 will be opened. I think we're gonna see Lily once again, though. But yeah, what I will say is, I think we may be getting our third team member in the next part 2, so there's something to look forward to. By the way, I think you can cut across the city too by using the little red gates if you want. But yeah, Lily, what's up over here? This time we're gonna have to calm down the Tauros again, but you actually want to select a different option. I mean, can no one else but us, but the 10-year-old boy, calm down a wild, rampaging Tauros? I don't even know if it's wild. It might be freaking Kahuna Hollows, for all we know. So yeah, Lily's gonna give us 3 revives. That's like 5 total in this video. Pretty nice. And hey, man, I'm here to calm down the Tauros again. And yo, I think the path up there is glitching out a bit, bro. Look at that. Yo, what? All right, so this time again, let's go ahead and grab it by the horns. That is gonna be the option you want to hit, and that should do the trick. I mean, really though, I feel like grabbing a bull by its horns is not the best thing to do. So Hala's gonna run on after it. And we are free to progress, which we will be doing next time. For now, though, hope y'all enjoyed. Have a good rest of your Monday, and until then, deuces.